What's up, everyone? It's a girl Alice, and you're tuned into GBS TV Art Club, where we believe that everything around us is art, only with a talented hand. Stay tuned as we dive into the vibrant world of creativity and expression. Remember, we are on every single Friday at 8:30 p.m. Sasa kama kawaida, before we start the show, I want to narrate you a very short art story about a painting currently showing on your screens right now. This painting is called The Scream, and it's an art composition created by Norwegian artist Edvard Munch in 1893. The Norwegian name of the piece is Skrik, meaning scream, and the German title under which it was first exhibited is Der Schrei der Natur, meaning the scream of nature. The agonized face in the painting has become one of the most iconic images in art, seen as representing a profound experience of existential dread related to the human condition. Munch's work, including The Scream, had a formative influence on the expressionist movement. Munch recalled that he had been out for a walk at sunset when suddenly the setting sun's light turned the clouds a blood red. He sensed an infinite scream passing through nature. Scholars have located the spot along the fjord path overlooking Oslo and have suggested various explanations for the unnatural orange sky, ranging from the effects of a volcanic eruption to a psychological reaction by Munch to his sister's commitment at a nearby lunatic asylum. Munch created 2 versions in paint and 2 in pastels, as well as a lithograph stone from which several prints survive. Both painted versions have been stolen from public museums, but since recovered. In 2012, one of the pastel versions commanded the highest nominal price paid for an artwork at a public auction at that time, going for $119.9 million. Well, at least now you know something artistic for the day. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. Msao kwanza na #Art Klub. Na unajua kwa nyumbani you have a gift. DM me on my Instagram at Alice Kamanzia. Tuoneshe watu ukunje what you've got. Sindio? Now our riddle for the day, guys. What building has the most stories? What building has the most stories? Kumbuka majibu fupi pale kwa SMS line at 21144. Now, before I introduce our beautiful guest for today, we have a very short art video for you guys. Check this out. Today it's all about fashion and modeling. Lakini sasa I'll introduce our guest for today. Karibu.
Thank you.
Now I want you to utambia watu your names and what you do looking at the camera.
Okay. My name is Kelly Omuhaya. I am a model. I'm also a student. Outside the runway, I am an advocate for financial literacy in my community because I believe that creativity without empowerment remains limited. I enjoy fashion. I'm also a designer, holding a certificate in fashion and design. I think that is basically that about me.
First, before even you start, your name Omuhaya, what does it mean?
Omuhaya is a Luya name. And according to my questions to my parents, I think it means resilience. Yeah, Omuhaya means resilient and a go-getter. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're also in school, and
Mm-hmm.
you know there are so many misconceptions about models. When people think about models, kuna so many misconceptions. What are some of those misconceptions about being a female model?
Mm-hmm. So I'd say people think that modeling isn't of impact in the society. We start
Yeah.
from there. So the moment you tell people you're modeling, they're like, mm. And you know, there's actually a time people had a certain hashtag, modeling is not prostitution, because that is the biggest
Oh, yeah.
assumption about modeling.
Yeah.
When you tell a person you're a model, the first thing they'll ask you is, can you vixen in my video?
Oh.
Can you feature in this and that? Very controversial, you know, content.
Yeah.
And they do not really believe that modeling has impact, and they don't believe that models can be great people in the society. They think
Yeah.
it's just maybe a side hustle, and it's about selling yourself and your body to people.
Yeah. So now that you're, and it's not about that, now that you're Miss Kasarani, what's expected of you?
Okay. Miss Kasarani is a title that bears a lot, I'd say that. And there's a responsibility, there is branding, how you'd brand yourself in the public eyes, how you create impact to the society, how you give back to the community. There is so much that is demanded by this title. And I'd like to say one thing about being a miss or being a pageant queen, it is not just about wearing a crown or looking pretty on social media.
Yeah.
It is about how much you can impact the community.
Yeah.
What can you do with the title you hold? You see, that I think that is the greatest challenge,
Yeah.
creating impact for the
Yeah.
next generation.
Yeah, yeah. So even before you tell us about that moment when you got crowned, when did it dawn on you that you want to pursue pageantry?
So I think I'll relate that with how I started modeling.
Okay.
Because I'm actually a young model in the industry. I
Okay.
started modeling this year in school.
Oh.
Actually, I used to go to International Youth Fellowship where we had a modeling class. I used to study fashion and design, and we had a modeling class. So I am high fashion trained.
Yeah.
But then a friend of mine was like, we can try pageantry for the first time,
Yeah.
actually. So I was like, yeah, I think pageantry is better because, you know, in high fashion, you don't really have to do the smiles and the poses.
Yeah.
And maybe when you have that confidence, you feel like, yeah, I can really try pageantry
Yeah.
for the first time. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And we tried, with a friend of mine, we tried Mr. and Miss Kasarani, and here I am today.
Wow. Yani all the Godspeed, you know, tunaitanga Godspeed, all this,
True.
your
True.
social media handles.
On Instagram, Kelly.Omuhaya. On TikTok, Miss Omuhaya.
Now tell us about that moment when you had your name, that you won Miss Kasarani 2025, 2026.
I cannot define that moment in words.
Yeah.
But the first thing I can say is, you know, being a beginner or a starter in the industry,
Yeah.
you always like, I'm going to try and just
Yeah.
go for the experience, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing I was like, God, top 10, you know, there's a top 10, then
Yeah.
you proceed.
Yeah.
So I was like, top 10, just a top 10, I don't need anything else. Then I got called to the top 10, and I was there like, okay, so there's a reality.
Yeah.
And we have a Q&A session.
Oh, okay.
And I was told to say a short speech. And I spoke, and everyone in the crowd was cheering, and I was like, maybe
Yeah.
I do have a shot at this.
Yeah.
So when they announced the second runners-up, first runners-up, I stood there, then everyone in the audience is like, you're going to win this. Then I'm like, nah, it's not me. And when the judge was like, and the winner is, everyone in the hall is tag 20, tag 20. And I was like, yeah, that's me. Then she said tag 20, and I cried. That's the first thing I cried.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect to be there during my first shot at this.
Yeah.
So I think it's an undefined moment. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, wow, this is amazing.
It's amazing.
It is.
And all, yeah.
And I think it was just, at that moment, I was like, I can't believe I'm here right now.
Yeah.
The way you say that is Godspeed,
Yeah.
because no one does it on their first try. Okay,
Yeah.
very few people actually do it on their first try.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Yeah. Who has been your biggest cheerleader so far?
My biggest cheerleader. That's,
Yes.
I'd say my mom. I won't say that she was really supportive at the beginning of it,
Yeah.
but you should have seen her when I won. Someone actually took a video of her from behind her.
Yeah.
They were like, "That's her mom, that's her mom." So let's take a video of her, and they sent it to me after
Yeah.
the end. She jumped up, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, this is so pretty." My
Yeah.
mom was crying
Aw.
because she didn't expect me to reach that far.
Yeah.
So I think her and my friends, so many of my friends, my sisters,
Yeah.
they've been really supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. What has been the biggest lesson you've learned so far in your modeling journey?
My biggest lesson,
Yeah,
I'd
your biggest
say,
lesson.
be resilient and believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because no one in this world, okay, as much as people can believe in you,
Yeah.
there's it's just to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But then there's something that just springs up when you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's the greatest thing. If you say, I can do this, and you go for everything that you want.
Yeah.
Because the moment you have hesitations, I believe that's when the doubt kicks in and you're like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
The moment you believe in yourself, I think you don't actually need a crown
Yeah.
for you to look successful if you believe in yourself.
Yes.
You say, I'm a queen. I can do this and this and this.
Yes.
So yeah, I believe that's the greatest lesson.
Yeah.
Believing in yourself and be resilient.
Yes.
Work for whatever you want.
Yes. Yeah. Do you think training is necessary, like when it comes to modeling?
Definitely. Definitely. Yes, I believe training is very necessary because I'd say, as you've heard, I was a high fashion model before. Then I switched to pageantry. Those are two different modeling, paths. And when I reached like my first training session and my current work, I'd say I've really improved because I got the right trainer who held my hand from the beginning, and they were like, walk like this, increase your strides. These are the poses, smile when you're walking, because I didn't used to smile before, so he was like, smile when you're walking. And I think his name is Mongoti. I think Mongoti has shaped my journey so far. Yeah. Because he's taught me everything that I know about pageantry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Mongoti.
What are the 3 best traits when it comes to models that a model should have, a female model, because now we are females?
Okay, in my opinion,
yes,
the top 3 traits of a model, I'd say confidence, personal branding, and how you and personal expression too, and confidence.
Confidence. Yeah, confidence. Confidence ni muhimu.
Very. Sidhani unaweza enda mahali modeling without confidence.
Because it all starts in the mind.
True.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope mnakumbuka we are on every single Friday at 8:30 p.m. Our SMS line is 21144. Msao kwanza na hashtag Art Klub, and follow us on all our social media platforms at GBS TV Africa. Now we are going to be going for a very short commercial break, lakini tukirudi Kelly atatuongelesha more on her modeling journey, so stay tuned.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, everyone. It's a girl, Alice, and you're tuned into Art Klub, the best art show in the whole of East Africa. Msisau, we are on every single Friday at 8:30 p.m. Our SMS line is 21144. Msisau kwanza na hashtag Art Klub. Sasa Kelly, there are so many people, especially models, who go through mental health. How can you advise those models who are going through mental health?
Mental health is a crucial subject, and it hits different for every single person.
Yeah.
And in the modeling industry, it's a lot, because for pageantry especially, you need a lot. It demands a lot from you, and sometimes you can definitely crash out. I think you just have to take your alone time, bring yourself out of the crowd, out of your head just for a minute, and be like, this is what I want for myself. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't look like I'm structuring it out already, but I believe that I can be somewhere. So I think that is the first step, and believing that everything actually does work out for you. Yeah. At the end of it, maybe you've not won that pageant that you invested in, but it is not the end. You've stood on that stage, you are a winner. I think those are the tiny things are the things that I think people should really focus on.
Yeah.
We don't really have to go and shift your mentality in a day, but
Yeah.
I'd say mindset really helps. You can really structure your mindset to become a winner
Yeah.
by small things.
It's more okay. Do you think it is important for models to network?
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do think it is very important for us to network, because you need people
Yeah.
to build yourself.
Yeah.
You need people who will help you. Let's say in a pageant, there's so much that makes up a pageant. There's
Yeah.
the outfits, there's the walk, there's the confidence,
Yeah.
there is the public speaking bit. So I think network really helps you, because you'll network with a person who's great at public speaking. That person can train you. You can network with designers.
Yeah.
They'll help you with your outfits and everything. You can network with trainers and people who have perfected their work, and they can really boost you in
Yeah.
your postures, in your poses. Yeah, so I definitely think network. And even in projects, we do have projects. Every model has a project.
Yeah.
And the network really helps you find investors for your projects, a community to help you make your project a reality.
Yeah.
I think it's really important.
Yeah. You find these days there are so many men and women who are changing how they look. They are bleaching, they are adding things, they are removing things. What are your thoughts on plastic surgery?
I'd say that goes down to your personal, why you want to change, but I do not believe that you really need to change how you look so that you can maybe fit in the space that you want to fit, because I think that's the greatest reason people do that.
Yeah.
I believe beauty comes from within. You do not need to change your color, you do not need to change your tone. I actually hear that you can actually change your height, which is crazy.
Yes.
Which is crazy, because
Yeah.
how? Yeah, me don't believe that beauty comes from your external,
Yeah.
how people define beauty, because
Yeah.
I think that's the main issue. How people define beauty makes you sit down and be like, I am not beautiful, or I am not enough.
Yeah.
And I believe you are enough in every way, in any way. It does not really matter how you look on the physical. I think the true beauty comes from within. You can look the prettiest in the eyes of the world, but
Yeah.
you have no substance, and you can be building people, you can strengthen people from the beauty within.
Yeah.
So,
So
so plastic surgery, I think that it's not a must.
Yeah.
You go to lengths
Yeah.
to change yourself.
Yeah, I think there are people who think that beauty has it has to look like this, but beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
True.
Yeah, yeah. So there's something we do on this show. I want you to look on that camera. Alafu, I want you to advise yourself moving forward in your modeling career, in your fashion career, starting with Dear Kelly.
Okay. Dear Kelly, I am proud of you. I am proud of the person that you have become, and I am proud of the person that you are becoming. What I would like to advise you is keep going. Keep going. Put God first. Be resilient. Be a go-getter. Find joy within yourself. Walk with pride. Chin up. Smile. You are a queen. You can do this. You can reach to those great platforms that you have envisioned and imagined for yourself in years. I believe in you. Go, girl.
Go girl.
Go, girl.
Yeah. So you're also a high fashion model. What brands would you love to work with?
Okay. For high fashion, I'd say I'd like to work with Kitenge first at some moment.
Yeah.
At some moment in my life, I'd also like to work with Code Vogue, African brands.
Yeah.
I think Blisco. I also like to work with Blisco. It's an African brand, but it's based in Germany.
Okay.
There's also that. And I believe actually right now so many young designers are upcoming.
Yeah.
I'm actually ready to work with anyone who who has my line of vision in terms of design and fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm open to anyone.
You're open. And now there are some brands that are watching you right now and they would really love to work with you. I want you to pitch yourself as a brand to them.
Okay. My name is Kelly Omuhaya. I am a model, high fashion trained, but specializing in pageantry. I am the reigning Miss Kasarani 2025-2026. And I believe that we need to create sustainable futures for ourselves and the generations to come. Outside the runway, I advocate for financial literacy, and I believe that I am ready to work with any brand that includes and works towards sustainability for the young people, that works towards expression through fashion and through arts, with the keeping in mind sticking to our roots and our cultures. Yeah, I think that is good for now.
Yeah. That's nice. How do you think women should support each other in this industry? Because, you know, we can be our worst enemies.
True.
Yeah. So how do you think women models should support each other in this industry?
I say girls for girls and women for women. That is the first thing.
Yeah.
We say that you cannot do it by yourself, right? And for women, as you have said, we can be our worst enemies in terms of you don't want to see a person rise, you don't want to see a person like being higher than you.
Yeah.
But I believe that we can form communities and spaces for women that we actually empower each other to grow, where you see a fellow girl lacking or maybe she doesn't have what it takes, you build her instead of, you know, stepping on her or using her to make yourself feel greater. I think we rise by holding each other.
Yes.
We talk about a saying that goes that you can run fast when you're alone, but when you're a team, you can run farther.
Yes.
Which I think you have to focus on the main goal. If you step on a girl right now, tomorrow you'll need her or you'll be in the same space and she'll be greater than you.
Yeah.
But with that support, you'll be like, by the way, she helped me here and there, so I can do the same for her at this moment. So I believe girls support girls. It's the only way to rise.
Yeah. So you're really passionate about fashion and you're unakafiti.
Thank you.
How do you think fashion, first of all, do you think fashion is art?
Definitely.
How?
I believe that fashion is art through expression. In the way you dress, you speak a message that maybe your words cannot. In the way you dress, you address so many issues, you address so many people in your dressing and how you present yourself through fashion. It creates spaces for you in terms of art, in your artistic view. I think art is expression. Let's just narrow it down to that.
Yeah, yeah. What's one line you tell yourself every single day to keep you motivated?
I'd say, he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. That makes me always rise, knowing that I have something that is greater than what people can see.
Yeah.
That is, I am really rooted in my foundations through faith. So I'd say, that keeps me going, and I tell myself I can do it. Nothing is impossible. Every single day, whatever I face, I say nothing is impossible, and that is one thing that I do believe.
Yeah, we can do all things with Christ who gives us strength. How do you deal with negative feedback?
I actually pick negative feedback. I'm a girl, so I won't say that the first thought is, I just assume it, so it really gets to you for a moment. And I'll be like, okay, so there's this, and maybe it's not nice, and maybe I'm hurt or something, but I think sometimes we can take that feedback and go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, so this is what's going on. Is it true? You know, every feedback you have to ask yourself, is it true? Someone can say something and you're like, that's mean, but when you sit down, you're like, maybe it's somewhat true. So is it true? And even if it is true, can I work on it to make myself a greater brand or a greater person?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sit with the feedback. Sometimes, obviously, you can let it hurt you for a bit, but then you can rise and be like, how can I use this to my advantage? And if it's not true, I can actually move past that if it's not true. But if it is, I can actually use it to make myself a greater person. Because I can change the negative feedback to positivity at the end of it.
You can use those stones to build.
Exactly.
Yeah, to rise. Yeah. So now we're going to be entering into something called random questions.
Okay.
Ask your question, unajibu haraka bila kufikiria.
Yeah, sawa.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question. Runway or community outreach, where do you feel most alive?
Runway.
Runway. Okay. If confidence had a color, what would yours be?
Pink.
Pink. What shade of pink?
Light pink.
Okay. Heels or heritage, what defines beauty for you?
Heritage.
Heritage. Okay. What's one financial tip every creative should know?
Invest.
I know, yeah.
Invest.
Yeah, because people always think they'll always get tomorrow. Yeah, it's not certain. If elegance were an action, what would it look like?
Crazy. If elegance was an action.
Yes. Kumbuka kuna kufikiria.
Mi nafikiria na bado sipati jibu. Is there a pass to that question?
Oh, okay, it's okay. One Kenyan woman who inspires your journey.
Sharon K. Mwangi.
Oh, yes. Yes, ametoka mbali.
Yeah.
Culture or fashion, which comes first for you?
Fashion.
Fashion, okay. What's the one misconception people have about pageantry? Other than what you've already said.
Okay, you need to be pretty to win a pageant.
I know.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big misconception, I believe. There's a lot to win a pageant.
Brains. Yeah. If you could model one value to the world, what would it be?
I believe empathy.
Empathy. Okay. Finish this sentence. A true queen is?
Confidence.
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 Yes, with a crown.
Yeah.
Yes. So, tukifunga the show, I want you to advise all the viewers that are watching you and also your social media handles.
Okay. To every viewer that is viewing me right now, male or female, you are enough.
Yeah.
That is the first thing. You are enough. You can do it. Another thing, you are great. You deserve to be on every platform you have envisioned for yourself. You are courageous. You are strong. You are worthy. I will tell you to go for every opportunity. Do not think twice about it. If it is where you want to be, go for it. The self-doubt can come later. Because the moment you actually choose to doubt yourself, that is the moment you will stick to the same position years and years. But the moment you take a risk, I believe when you take a risk, you open so many doors for yourself.
Yeah.
So I will advise you to go for it. Anything and everything, actually.
Yeah. Your social media handles.
My social media, Instagram, kelly.omuhaya. TikTok, miss.omuhaya.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming
You're
today.
welcome.
I wish you all the best as Miss Kasarani. Go out there and conquer in pageantry, in high fashion, in you also do crochet.
Yeah.
Yes. In crochet, the sky is only the limit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hope nakumbuka our riddle for the day, guys. What building has the most stories? The library. I hope mlipata hiyo, si ndio? Don't forget we are on every single Friday at 8:30 p.m. Our SMS line is 21144 and follow us on all our social media platforms at GBS TV Africa. This has been your show Art Club, where we believe that everything around us is art, only with a talented hand. I've been your host Alice. Till next time, bye bye.